What's going on, my gamers? I'm feeling kind of sick today. It's snowing out, which is kind of weird because I woke up and I didn't even know it was snowing, but apparently it was snowing for a while actually, which is kind of crazy to think that. I don't know. I just haven't been paying attention to it snowing, but other than that, I'm going to be reviewing Death Note One Shot Chapter. Well, it's just in general Chapter One. It's all one big chapter book, even though it's not really a chapter book. It's just one, you know, set kind of one shot chapter. It's just one like small story, is what I'm trying to say. And it was trending a while ago, and I saw it. And I'm a big Death Note fan, mainly for the anime. I read some of the manga, not really a lot. I never finished it. I mainly just like a Death Note for the anime. But this new one shot came out and it was free, so I decided to read it. And it's really short. It only takes like a few hours to read if you're slow at reading. I kind of broke it up into sections. I didn't read it all at once. It'd probably take like 30 minutes to read. It's really not that long of a story. But if you want to read it, link in the description. It's alright. I wouldn't say it's the best manga story ever, but it's all right, and it is a good continuation of Death Note as a story. I like where they pick up on it. The story starts out though kind of lame. Not gonna lie, it starts out with Ryuk trying to get more apples because he remembers the good old taste of them apples. You know what I'm saying, gamers? Just gotta have them apples in your life. So he goes and he tries to get another person to take the Death Note, and he finds our new main character. Our new main character, Tanaka, is a lot like Light, but a lot of people say Tanaka is a very intelligent character. I beg to differ. He seems like a very greedy character, and well, yes, he's like led on to believe to be a really smart character. He does a lot of dumb things when you really look at it, which I'll kind of point out later in this video. But you got Ryuk looking really scary as hell coming up to Tanaka. And Tanaka is just out here, playing some good old Juice World on his MP3 player in 2020. Because as you all do, us kids, we still got our good old MP3 players in 2020 listening to Juice World. But yeah, he touches him with the Death Note and he says, "Hey kid, I want them apples, bruh." And then the kids are like, "Bruh, I can't get you them apples. Come back in 2 years and I can afford an apple." And Ryuko's all like, "Hell yeah, bro, I'll come back in 2 years." And that's what happens. Tanaka, another thing to mention is Tanaka really values the IQ test and overall trivia questions and things like that. And Ryuka kind of roasts him and says, "You're aware the IQ test is stupid to base somebody's intelligence off of a online test that means literally nothing." And I agree with that. A lot of people are out here like flexing their IQ. Like, I got a 169 IQ, bruh. Like, bruh. You know what I'm saying, gamers? Trivia though, I can see me in that bubble as well though. I'm addicted to trivia. I don't know why. I'm a history nerd. Y'all know this if you watch my channel. I like history. I like history memes. I can probably do a lot of trivia. I'm good at trivia. I like nonsense facts. I'm sorry, liberals, but that's just how it is. Yeah, Ryuk comes back 2 years later, and he presents the Death Note he presents the Death Note to Tanaka. I can barely say that name. I kind of stutter when I say it. But Tanaka's all like, "Hell yeah, I'll do this Apple deal. But I'm going to sell the Death Note because I'm a gamer." You know what I'm saying? So Tanaka goes on the good old Twitter to sell the Death Note. And why he does this, because he's just going to get a lot of fake numbers. People aren't going to give him real numbers. I would be the first one to go on Twitter and just post some random meme number. I'll pay $69 trillion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody would meme it. It wouldn't even be a fucking legit thing. He'd go on Twitter and everybody would just be memeing it. So I don't know what the fuck he's thinking posting it on Twitter, trying to get people to buy it. It's not gonna work. But he uses the news media with Ryuk and kind of puts up the letter so they all kind of bid for it. Nier is actually in this story. I have no idea why. Nier literally serves 0 point in this story. I don't like Nier in the anime, and quite frankly, Nier, you're not a very good character. I'm gonna say it. Nier L copycat. I'm gonna say it. Sorry, liberals. Somebody who does play a little bit bigger role in this is Matsuda, who goes to the news station and actually tries to get people to stop bidding for it because he's a cop. Matsuda has always been this childish character in Death Note, and I like Matsuda. He's a good character. Honestly, I kind of want to see Matsuda get the Death Note. I think that'd be a much cooler anime for the future. Like if they ever come out with a Death Note sequel, they should definitely give Matsuda the Death Note. I think that would be the perfect parallel to Light Yagami, especially with Matsuda and all he went through in the first saga. And then after, it blows up on Twitter, you got Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh himself, bidding money on it. And then Donald Trump goes in and says, hell yeah, I'll buy the Death Note. And I'm not so sure how I feel about Viz Media actually, bringing real life people into the story. I kind of think they should just stick with fictional people. Though I do think it is an interesting concept to have countries buy the Death Note for future, sagas in the anime and such. And then the king of the Shinigami says, hell no, you can't let that kid sell his Death Note. And he adds a new rule, which is just the dumbest shit ever. Honestly, if they didn't do this, I'd actually really like the one shot. But this one rule, it ruins the whole one shot. Why you have to do all this plot convenience bullshit? It was such a good story, and then you come in, you swoop in and ruin it, bruh. Like why, Viz Media? But they had this new rule saying that whoever sells the Death Note or buys it dies, unless the buyer doesn't accept it. But the seller still dies anyway, and that's the new rule. And it's so fucking stupid to add a rule, and then our main character doesn't even know it's a rule. By the way, he doesn't even know anything about it. Tanaka is thinking he's gonna get all this money from America, and then he just gets outbred in the end because Donald Trump doesn't buy it when he realizes he's going to die. It's the dumbest thing at the end of this one shot, and a lot of people have called out on it. But it's so stupid. Why did they add this new rule? It would have been so much cooler to see Donald Trump actually buy it. And, he spends a lot of money on this, so it would definitely damage the American economy. So it would be very interesting to see the overall dynamic of America owning this and, rebuilding their economy while also, struggling at home, but also many foreign powers are fearful of them because they have this new weapon. So I think it's really a wasted potential. They could have done a lot more with this, especially if Tanaka had a good strategy to get the Death Note back. Overall, his plan is to make everybody in Japan rich by getting them, I think it's 1,000,000 yen, something like that each, in their bank accounts, which overall I think is the dumbest thing ever. Tanaka, he's played as this very intelligent person, but if you gave everybody in Japan 1,000,000 yen, that would just deflate the value. Like, bruh, you're just deflating the value. You're not going to be rich after you do this. Everybody has money. It's a proven fact that the economy is not going to do better. It's just going to do worse because now everybody's rich. There is no reason to invest in the economy, and prices are just going to go up. The prices are just overall going to go up to a percentage that is roughly equal to the inflation you built up. So Tanaka is not going to be a rich person after he sells this. He's just going to be living in a much more inflated Japanese economy that might even go into the Venezuela route. So Tanaka, not very smart, not gonna lie. He's not thinking this out very well when he gives everybody all this money. Obviously, Donald Trump doesn't buy it. He just claims he will buy it. Overall, the story is really ruined at the end. There was so much potential. Our main character dies because obviously he sold it and they did the new rule. Such wasted potential. And Ryuk, bruh, doesn't even get his apples. Like, bruh, honestly, Ryuk, just go to the fucking Walmart, pick up some apples. Tanaka's dead body is right there. He has all this money on the ground. Pick up the money, Ryuk, get some apples. I'm just saying it. Gamers, Ryuk needs some apples. You know what I'm saying? Overall, liberals, this is a stupid video. I'm criticizing an anime mini manga that really doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. But overall, gamers, this was a fun video. And, I do rate this decent. I think it's a good continuation of the story. Even if the ending was really, really dumb, which it was. Let's face it, gamers. But overall, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Mainly for weight. Actually, let's fix that. 6.9 out of 10 for the memes and wasted potential. Overall, that's my rating. Tell me in the comments if you liked it. Again, if you want to read it, link in the description. And yeah, overall, Raider Knight signing out. Peace.